Maybe he's waiting for not. It's like hello and welcome guys to Ref Sports and to our domestic Adda. I'm joined by Kaushik, of course Abhinandan Nahata and Abhinandan Nahata has also joined us. Mohsin Kamal will make his debut very soon. So we will discuss, we will preview the pre-quarterfinals of Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy in this episode. अच्छे मैचेस है काफी सारे. पंजाब वर्सेस हरियाणा है, विदर्भ वर्सेस छत्तीसगढ़ है और केरला वर्सेस सौराष्ट्र है. तो काफी सारे अच्छे मैचेस है, 3 अच्छे मैचेस है प्री क्वार्टर फाइनल्स में और बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स है. कौशिक का स्काउटिंग है, अभिनंदन का स्काउटिंग है, तो हम लोग काफी अच्छे अच्छे प्लेयर्स डिस्कस करेंगे, की प्लेयर्स डिस्कस करेंगे. जो भी देख रहे हो आप लोग, तो प्लीज यूज हैशटैग डोमेस्टिक अड्डा सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म में अगर आपको कुछ पूछना है, एंड वी विल फ्लैश द क्वेश्चंस इन आवर शो. तो स्टार्टिंग विद कौशिक, अभिनंदन, प्री क्वार्टर फाइनल्स अच्छे मैचेस है. What are you looking forward to? Like players है कोई या कोई specific teams है, क्या देख रहे हो इसमें?
So in my case, I think मैं वो विदर्भा छत्तीसगढ़ का जो मैच है, I think I'm gonna look forward for that. Particular reason है कि विदर्भा specifically जो टीम रही है, it's not been वो हमेशा अच्छे टीम्स में गिनी जाती है, परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी रहती है, but somehow the players don't get that higher level recognition. So मेरे हिसाब से ना, and छत्तीसगढ़ तो फर्स्ट टाइम ये एक नॉकआउट स्टेज पे पहुंची है, तो looking forward for these two teams. It's gonna be very very big event for both of these team. अगर वो लोग सेमीफाइनल पहुंचते हैं, फाइनल पहुंचते हैं, who knows, हिमाचल प्रदेश जैसा आपको एक नया हिस्ट्री और नया स्टोरी मिलेगा मध्य प्रदेश और हिमाचल एक्सपीरियंस.
एंड छत्तीसगढ़ पे आएंगे हम लोग छत्तीसगढ़ का मैच सेकंड में डिस्कस करेंगे. वहाँ भी काफी पावरफुल इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर्स हैं जिन्होंने इम्प्रेस किया है इस सीजन. ऑफ कोर्स अगर आपको एक स्ट्रॉन्ग ग्रुप से क्वालिफाई करना है, छत्तीसगढ़ जैसे लोअर रैंक टीम, अगर हम लोअर रैंक टीम पकड़े उनको विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट, तो फिर आपको परफॉर्मेंसेस देखने को परफॉर्म करना पड़ेगा आपको इन ऑल लाइवलीहुड. बट कौशिक, Punjab versus Haryana, let's start with them. The winner plays a strong, one of the hot favorites to win, Karnataka. Punjab versus Haryana, क्या expect कर रहे हो इस मैच से?
बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है, बिकॉज हिस्ट्री है इस फिक्सचर के बिहाइंड, बिकॉज हेड टू हेड उन लोग का 9 गेम्स खेले आज तक. बाकी प्री क्वार्टर फाइनल जो मैचेस है वो लोग इतना नहीं खेले एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट. This two team has played against themselves most of the time. 9 times they have played and pretty equal. 4 बार जीते हैं पंजाब and हरियाणा 5 बार जीते हैं. And one thing I am looking forward to पंजाब एक्सपीरियंस, क्योंकि बाकी टीमों ने किसी ने भी ईडन में नहीं खेला है. हाँ, ये बिल्कुल सही है कि पंजाब का कंप्लीट न्यू टीम है, पूरा यंग टीम है. लास्ट टाइम दे प्लेड वेरी वेरी बैड, वो 17-18 में खेले थे. बट सिद्धार्थ पॉल, ही इज एक्सपीरियंस कैंपेनर, वो इस सीजन के हाईएस्ट विकेट टेकर भी हैं. सो ही इज द मैन टू वॉच आउट. हम बाद में करेंगे और प्लेयर्स के बारे में बात, लेकिन दिस इज द गेम जो हम पहले अभी शुरुआत करेंगे. तो इनके पीछे हिस्ट्री भी बहुत है एंड इक्वल कॉन्टेस्ट रहेगा. एंड हरियाणा इज वेरी गुड, कमिंग विद अ वेरी गुड अटैक इन द बॉलिंग लाइनअप.
राइट, एब्सोल्युटली. अपने पंजाब की बात की, सिद्धार्थ पॉल तो ऑफ कोर्स इस सीजन धमाकेदार फॉर्म में है. 7 मैचेस में 16 विकेट से हाईएस्ट विकेट टेकर है इस सीजन के. और हम लोग आगे कन्वर्सेशन बढ़ाएंगे, बट लेट्स वेलकम मोहसिन कमाल, इज मेकिंग हिज डेब्यू फॉर अस. उनका भी ऑडियो विजुअल डेब्यू है, बट ही इज अ वेरी हाईली रेटेड रिपोर्टर फ्रॉम जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. उमरान मलिक के किस्से हमने बहुत सुने हैं, मोहसिन के राइटिंग से, मोहसिन के ट्वीट्स से. तो मोहसिन, वेलकम टू रेफ स्पोर्ट्स, वेलकम टू डोमेस्टिक अड्डा.
Thank you for having me, Shwine. Thank you guys for having me. It's my debut. I might take a few balls to settle down, but yeah, looking forward. Thank you.
Absolutely. And Mohsin will have a special segment as well. जम्मू कश्मीर से 5 प्लेयर्स IPL ट्रायल्स में सिलेक्ट हुए हैं दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के लिए. We'll talk about them as well. मुस्तफा यूसुफ, कौशिक ने भी पहले मेंशन किया है, काफी हाईली रेटेड प्लेयर्स है. और साथ में भी 2 ओपनर्स है, पेस बॉलर्स है, ऑलराउंडर्स है. तो जम्मू कश्मीर से अच्छे टैलेंट्स आ रहे हैं, सिर्फ उमरान मलिक ही नहीं है जम्मू कश्मीर से. बट विल कम टू दैट लेटर. Absolutely, we'll come to that later. But Mohsin, just to let you in, we are discussing Punjab versus Haryana, the first match of the pre-quarter finals. Of course, Kaushik ने mention किया है कि सिद्धार्थ पॉल will be one of the key players to watch out for. 7 मैचेस में 16 विकेट है, बट साथ साथ ईडन गार्डन्स में एक बड़े प्लेयर की एंट्री हो रही है फिर से, शुभमन गिल की. अभिनंदन,
Yeah.
आई कम टू यू. अभिनंदन. शुभमन गिल ऑफ कोर्स उनके आने के बाद से थोड़ा सा ओपनिंग स्लॉट में रिजिग हुआ है, प्रभसिमरन को नंबर 3 पे खेलना पड़ रहा है. तो डू यू सी दैट अफेक्टिंग द पंजाब साइड?
Not really. I think शुभमन गिल अब एक्सपीरियंस कैंपेनर गिने जाते हैं. उनका जो
Right.
डोमेस्टिक लेवल परफॉर्मेंस है वो ऑलरेडी एक टॉप नॉच रह चुका है. इनफैक्ट इट्स गुड फॉर सिमरन सिंह क्योंकि टॉप ऑलरेडी फिल्ड अप है, तो इट गिव्स हिम एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू शो कि वो एक फ्लेक्सिबल प्लेयर है, राइट. एट द सेम टाइम आई वुड एक्चुअली लाइक टू सी अगर अभिषेक शर्मा कम्स टू 3 और 4, एक मैच के लिए बीच में आओ, play a power striker role against spin, which is good at, or against hard length pace bowlers, and see how things go. And I think हरियाणा की जो स्पिन अटैक है उनको टैकल करने के लिए मिडिल ऑर्डर में अभिषेक शर्मा अगर होंगे तो काफी ज्यादा इफेक्टिव होंगे कंपैरेटिवली फॉर पंजाब.
एब्सोल्युटली. एंड प्रभसिमरन की आपने बात की, मेंशन किया, अभी तक पंजाब के हाईएस्ट रन स्कोरर है. 7 मैचेस में 244 रन, 244 रन, 81 का एवरेज है, which is pretty impressive for someone who has been rated very highly. I'll come to Kaushik. Kaushik, प्रभसिमरन सिंह, शुभमन गिल, अभिषेक शर्मा, top 3 is looking really good for पंजाब.
हाँ, बहुत अभी मुश्किल होगा क्योंकि हरियाणा इज ऑल्सो कमिंग विद फॉर्म विद द बॉल. पंजाब का टॉप 3 इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, लाइक वी टॉक इन इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट. पाकिस्तान के बारे में हम बात करते हैं, वैसे पंजाब का टॉप 3 इज वेरी स्ट्रांग एंड शुभमन गिल कमिंग बैक टू हिज फॉर्मर होम ईडन गार्डन्स. केकेआर में खेलते थे वो पहले, सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल रहेगा. हाउ इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग हाउ हरियाणा विल बी लुकिंग टू गेट वो टॉप 3 को कैसे वो डिमोलिश करते हैं. अगर वो टॉप 3 में से एक भी चल गया, जो चलता है, जो ज्यादातर चलता है, तो मैं हरियाणा के लिए बहुत ही मुश्किल होगा. एंड दोनों ही टीम बैटिंग फर्स्ट करना चाहेगी, सो दे विल बी लाइक टॉप 3 के ऊपर बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होगा कि बैटिंग फर्स्ट करके स्कोर बोर्ड में मतलब रन बनाए.
आई थिंक
मोहसिन. हाँ बोलो कंटिन्यू.
नहीं, आप मोहसिन से पूछ लीजिए फिर.
Mohsin, I'll come to Shubman Gill. Of course, we all rate him highly. I personally think, मैंने मतलब last 2 साल से I have been screaming about it that he is going to be the next face of Indian cricket, Indian batting unit, at least in the next couple of decades. He started on a cold note, 7 runs, 21 runs, but against UP he scored a good half century, 57 unbeaten. So, how much are you looking forward to watching Shubman Gill in action?
Shubhain, as you know, Shubman Gill, when you hear this name, it sounds like someone is coming.
Right.
This is the kind of name when Virat Kohli came first, this is the impact he had. Like we knew there's this player coming and he's leaving an impression straight away. This is the kind of player I see Shubman Gill. See, whenever he comes to bat, opposition knows that if this guy gets going, it's hard to stop him. So he might have hiccups here and there. He might not score always. But the thing is, like, he brings up a lot of experience now because he has now played for the national team and he has performed really well for India. So when he comes to bat for Punjab, the bowlers, Haryana bowlers know that this guy is really like on top notch form. As you said, he scored a 50 in the last match. So what I think that if Haryana bowlers aren't able to get him early, he's gonna have a huge impact on this game.
Absolutely. And coming to Haryana's bowling attack, Amit Mishra is one name that strikes my mind this season. Again, old is gold, हम लोग जैसे बोलते हैं. और इस सीजन भी हाईएस्ट विकेट टेकर है शायद हरियाणा के लिए. 10 विकेट के आसपास निकाले उन्होंने इस सीजन.
नहीं, आई थिंक तेवतिया है जो 14 विकेट निकाल चुके हैं.
तेवतिया है, सॉरी, ये तेवतिया और अमित मिश्रा का एक कॉम्बिनेशन चल रहा है उस मिडिल ऑर्डर में. बट यस, अमित मिश्रा हैज बीन माइटी इंप्रेसिव एंड वी नो ऑल वी हैव सीन हिम प्ले cricket for the last couple of decades, but it is good to see a veteran dominating in domestic cricket, क्योंकि हम लोग देखते हैं काफी टाइम की जो इंडिया खेल चुके हैं जिन्होंने इतना अचीव कर लिया है, वो लास्ट में डोमेस्टिक को, ये रिसेंट टाइम्स में एक ट्रेंड रहा है कि वो डोमेस्टिक नहीं खेलते ज्यादातर. बट इट्स गुड टू सी अमित मिश्रा कमिंग इनटू द डोमेस्टिक सर्किट एंड डोमिनेटिंग द शो अगेन. बट अभिनंदन, मैं जानता हूँ कि तुम्हारा इस बारे में थोड़ा सा ओपिनियन रहेगा, बट मनदीप सिंह के बारे में व्हाट यू हैव टू से, बिकॉज अभी कुछ रिपोर्ट्स आई थी कि ही माइट बी इन डेंजर ऑफ लूजिंग हिज दिल्ली कैपिटल्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. शायद रिलीज कर दिया जाएगा उनको. देयर हैव बीन डिस्कशंस. सो कितना क्रूशल रहेगा मनदीप के लिए भी ये प्री क्वार्टर और नॉकआउट स्टेज?
I think it's fair to say that he's well ill treated. I can say it's not that he's performed or underperformed. जिनका उनका नाम रहा है. I think पंजाब के लिए वो एक mainstay रहे हैं, right? And
Right.
I think last season, even in his Ranji Trophy में अगर आप देखो, he was the top run scorer for Punjab team. पर
Right.
वो जो IPL के equations में आते हैं, as I mentioned with प्रभ सिमरन सिंह, अगर आप टॉप ऑर्डर में रहते हो और अगर आपको अगर आपको जो फ्रेंचाइजी है आपको टॉप ऑर्डर कंसीडर करती है, देन इट बिकम्स
Right.
वेरी डिफिकल्ट आपको, अनलेस आप एक अलग ही परफॉर्मेंस दे. अगर आपको एक मौका मिला और आपने एक 100 ही मार दिया, तब अलग बात
Right.
है, वरना तो वो कंटिन्यूटी आना बहुत मुश्किल है. एंड
Right.
मनदीप के लिए ऐसा रहा है कि ही प्लेड आरसीबी, पीबीकेएस, which are not known
हाँ.
for continuity, which are not known for backing players to the tilt, right? अगर सीएसके में
Right.
होते तो हाँ, एक मैच अच्छा खेल लिया, आपको 10 मैच और ज्यादा मिल जाते, right? तो आई थिंक
Right.
वो उनके लिए रहा है. He's always been a part of and most important player of Punjab team. Even last game में उन्होंने 44 important crucial runs मारे थे. He's one of those players I feel deserves to be in the T20 scheme of things. He's one of those players who's been in that middle order part of thing, knows the role very well. वो सैमसंग टाइप ऑफ प्लेयर है जो ज्यादा टिकने की सोचते नहीं है, plays those crucial knocks.
Of course, moving quickly to Kaushik. Kaushik, Punjab se any particular player to watch out for in this pre-quarter final game against Haryana?
हाँ, पंजाब के लिए अभी शुभमन गिल देखते हैं, क्योंकि उनका स्पिन अटैक बहुत अच्छा है. तो लेट्स सी हाउ ही गोज अगेंस्ट देम, बिकॉज हरियाणा विल ट्राई टू ब्रिंग इन निशांत सिद्धू, जो अंडर 19 के चैंपियन रहे हैं इस बार, लेफ्ट आर्म ऑर्थोडॉक्स, एंड ऑल ऑफ स्पिन जयंत यादव भी है. तो वैरायटी है उनके स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट में. लेग स्पिन भी है, एंड अमिश मिश्रा एक्सपीरियंस, मतलब हाई विकेट टेकर है इस फिक्चर में. एंड मनदीप सिंह का आपने जिक्र किया, मनदीप सिंह इज द मोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस्ड प्लेयर. He has most number of runs when this two team side meets. So ये experience अभी use करना होगा, ये बड़ा मैच है. So another player is there, Ashwini Kumar. He hasn't played till now. Left arm pace, Ashwini Kumar. He hasn't played till now. Let's surprise दे सकते हैं पंजाब, पता नहीं.
But of course, Mayank Markande, Harpreet Brar, these are the two players. मतलब IPL का भी experience है. But of course, Mayank ने अच्छा किया है इस season. But you certainly expect more from them now that the quarter knockouts have started. But yes, अगर हम head to head की बात करें पंजाब और हरियाणा, ये स्टैट मेरे को कौशिक ने शायद दिया था. उससे पहले जस्ट शो से पहले 9 मैचेस खेल चुके हैं T20 फॉर्मेट में. 5 times हरियाणा हैव बीटन पंजाब ने 4 मैचेस जीते हैं. एंड ऑफ कोर्स राहुल तेवतिया फ्रॉम हरियाणा विल बी फोकस इस सीजन. राहुल तेवतिया ने मतलब गुजरात टाइटंस से उनको कॉन्फिडेंस तो मिला ही है उस फिनिशिंग रोल में, बट दिस सीजन ही हैज मेड दैट रोल ऑफ हिमसेल्फ विद द बॉल, विद द बैट. जहां भी उनको बुलाया गया है, ही हैज परफॉर्म. सो मोहसिन, आई विल कम टू यू. राहुल तेवतिया बहुत क्लोज भी आ गए थे इंडिया कॉल अप के लिए, बट सडनली हैजंट मेड दैट कॉल अप, फिटनेस की वजह से हो या कुछ भी इश्यूज हो. बट राहुल तेवतिया दिस सीजन हैज इम्प्रेस्ड अ लॉट.
Shubhain, I remember when he played that knock in in IPL he played now one knock that was
yeah.
So I was like, this guy played this one knock, so what? Like this is what was my
against
reaction.
Punjab Kings it was, yes.
Not exactly after the match, but when he continuously failed in the upcoming matches, I was like, yeah, this guy played one knock there and that's it. But when I saw him last year, like finishing matches in the last over, he chased in one of the overs, he hit 2 sixes of consecutive balls when 12 were needed. So I was like, no, this player is not one match guy. This player is gonna stay. But he has been a bit unlucky, I will say, because India is in need of those finishers who can come in last 2-3 overs. The part that Dinesh Karthik has been playing, but you always need more of them. And what he brings to the table is his leg spin bowling. I rate him highly. I think he's a very smart bowler. He hasn't bowled enough in the IPL, but knowing his domestic numbers, and even you can see this season, he was coming in and chipping in those important overs and
Right.
getting wickets. So I think this guy will have an impact on this game. That's obviously, and I think he will be playing India this like next year, obviously in T20s. At least
Ab-
India has to try him at some stage because these guys are really rare in the Indian domestic circuit. Those guys who can come and hit those big sixes and then give you 3 4 hours. I think he can be
Right.
used highly like for the upcoming year.
Absolutely, and I completely agree with you. If he keeps on giving such performances with both bat and ball, then we all know that India lack proper all-rounders down the order. Of course, we have Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, now Shahbaz also. But a leg spinner all-rounder is something which India haven't found in recent times. So a
Huh.
good prospect going forward. But Abhinandan, what to expect from Haryana against Punjab?
So I agree with Kaushik too. I mean, Gill is going to be the key player, and so there's one player I feel Haryana will look forward to was is Sumit Kumar. Reason being, he's a pacer, okay, and
Yes.
if you observe the whole lineup, Punjab lineup has a mix of a more youth dependent compared to to
Mhm.
the experienced ones. So, and all
Right.
these youth are flamboyant against spin. Okay, uh,
Right.
uh, so and earlier they were playing in Mohali. So Mohali is a bigger ground. That's where they had the cushion. As a spinner, you have the cushion of of the bigger ground compared to where Eden is a smaller ground, right? So I feel here
Right.
it's gonna be very important for Mohit Sharma and Sumit Kumar to actually chip in, get those first early 3 wickets. Point to also note is that Punjab hasn't lost more than 5 wickets in any of the games yet. So
Right.
there's one area that they can exploit. That's the lower middle order and the lower order of Punjab. If
Mhm.
Haryana can get those first 3 4 wickets, and that's where Sumit Kumar and Mohit Sharma, the bowlers, are going to be.
Oh, that's a very good point about them not
One
losing more than
one
five
thing I want to
wickets.
add.
Yes,
One
yes,
thing I
yes.
want
Go
to
ahead, Kaushik.
Yes, the Sumit Kumar has an inducker. I have बहुत ही कम देखने को मिला है. I have
Yeah.
not seen him much.
Mhm.
That inducker can really trouble सुमन गिल. अगर हाँ ज़्यादा यूज भी नहीं करते क्योंकि ऐसे बॉलर हैं सुमित कुमार.
Mhm.
बैटिंग से तो मैच जिताया भी है लेकिन बॉलिंग से इतना भी यूज नहीं किया है अभी भी. द कैप्टन कैन यूज हिम अर्ली अप फ्रंट अगेंस्ट शुभमन गिल.
Absolutely. We have. I'll take a question from our friend Krishna Kumar. Krishna KRM, very good Twitter account. So he has asked, is Haryana spin attack
Subhain,
better than
Subhain,
Tamil Nadu spin attack
Subhain,
now? Yes,
before
go
you
ahead, Mohsin.
go on, this is one of my favorite Twitter accounts. This guy digs
Yeah,
out
yeah.
domestic numbers. No, nobody else can do that, man. He has the personality.
Absolutely,
He has
absolutely.
personally helped me whenever I write domestic stuff. I read
Mhm.
this guy's tweet, so I want to give him a shout out because he has been doing a great job. I don't even
Absolutely.
know him personally, but
So
if this guy is doing some job, he needs some recognition. We might bring
uh,
him someday here in
We,
domestic
we,
Adda,
we'll
because
try
this
to
guy
we'll try to bring
will
him
live.
in for one of our episodes. But yes, he's a very, as I said, very highly rated Twitter
Ve-
account. Very, but not highly rated. But yes, we can
You,
give him a follow. We can drop him a follow.
uh,
But coming to
he
his
is very
question,
underrated,
is
and the guy
yes.
does a good job.
Yes. Quickly coming to his question, Mohsin, Abhinandan, and Kaushik. I'll go to Kaushik for this question. Is Haryana spin attack better than Tamil Nadu spin attack now? They have performed really well. Mishra, Jayant, Tewatia, Nishant Sindhu have been brilliant. 35 wickets at an average of 13.9, 5.54 average, economy rate. Mishra has been too good even at his age. 10 wickets at an economy rate of 5.19. What do you say? Is Haryana better than Tamil Nadu in terms of spin attack?
It's a very tough question, but he is not a guy who asks easy question. But Tamil Nadu का variety बहुत है. जब when
Right,
they play with a leg spinner, they have a googly spinner, they have a left arm spinner, they have a
right.
off spinner in Baba, Parajit and Sundar.
Mhm,
So ये variety match करना is very hard. But I have seen 2 3 teams, not only Haryana,
mhm.
they can manage it somehow. Yeah.
Right.
So Haryana is one of the team. एंड हरियाणा का थोड़ा और ज़्यादा बूस्ट हो जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ तेवतिया's बैटिंग और जयंत यादव बैटिंग. ठीक है उन लोग का. हाँ
Right.
वो साई किशोर भी बैटिंग करते हैं, सुंदर भी बैटिंग करते हैं. सो वेरी मच क्लोज. इट्स अ वेरी टफ क्वेश्चन बट इस बार आउट प्ले किया है ये तो मानना पड़ेगा.
Absolutely. And Haryana के spin attack ने इस season they have pushed Haryana towards that qualification mark. जो आए हैं, बहुत बहुत क्लोज फिनिश था उनके लिए भी, बट थर्ड में फिनिश करके वो लोग एटलीस्ट प्री क्वार्टर्स में आए। वेयर तमिलनाडु ने एज अ यूनिट, एंटायर यूनिट थोड़ा सा डिसअपॉइंट किया, एंड व्हेन द एंटायर यूनिट डजंट परफॉर्म कलेक्टिवली, तो मतलब आप स्पिन अटैक को भी प्रेज ज्यादा नहीं कर सकते, आप पेस अटैक को भी नहीं कर सकते, आप बैटिंग को भी नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज इट इज अ टीम गेम अल्टीमेटली। बट गाइस, लेट्स मूव टू द सेकंड मैच। बहुत बहुत अच्छा
Just
मैच
want
होने
to
वाला है,
add
विदर्भ वर्सेस,
one
या
point. Just
गो अहेड।
wanted to add one point. Firstly, Mohsin, just वो database के लिए, he has a database of domestic cricket since 2010. So that's his rarity. I mean, that's
Wow,
something no
man.
one has it. And coming to Haryana and the Punjab, I mean the Tamil Nadu thing, I think Iswar I mean both have the variety. Both have an off spinner, leg spinner, left arm spinner. Both the teams have that. The USP this time or the change जो हरियाणा के पास आया है वो है द तेवतियाज राइज एज अ बॉलर. आई
राइट,
थिंक वो
राइट,
चीज उनके लिए एक अलग रही है बिकॉज दोनों ने बड़े ग्राउंड में गेम खेला है. एक ने लखनऊ में खेला है, एक ने
राइट,
मोहाली में खेला है. सो देयर इज नॉट मच टू
राइट,
डिफरेंशिएट इन टर्म्स ऑफ द कंडीशंस. बट अगर आप देखो देयर इज अ राइज इन टर्म्स ऑफ द बॉलिंग. आई थिंक आई वुड लव टू सी तेवतिया बॉल इन द नॉकआउट्स. आई मीन वो आपने को एक आइडिया लग जाएगा क्योंकि आईपीएल में जो मेरे को दिखा he was a very very poor bowler. I mean, what I
राइट।
rate him, he is more of a batsman who can chip in with couple of overs. बट अगर उन्होंने उस तरीके का इम्प्रूवमेंट दिखाया है फॉर द नेक्स्ट आईपीएल तक, हैंड्स ऑन, इट्स ही इज अ ग्रेट प्रोस्पेक्ट.
एब्सोल्युटली, एंड आई कंप्लीटली एग्री विद यू। अगर मतलब आईपीएल इज फार मोर अ बिगर स्टेज, अगर वहां पे भी वो इस कॉन्फिडेंस को लेके जा सकते हैं, तो देन इट विल बी ग्रेट फॉर हिम एज वेल। बट लेट्स मूव टू विदर्भ वर्सेस छत्तीसगढ़, हेड टू हेड, ओनली टू मैचेस प्लेड बिटवीन दीज टू टीम्स, एंड विदर्भ हैज won one match, छत्तीसगढ़ हैज won one match। कौशिक, आई कम टू यू। क्लोज मैच होने वाला है। छत्तीसगढ़ आर्ग्युएबली द लोएस्ट रैंक टीम, लोएस्ट रेटेड टीम, कोई चांस नहीं दे रहा है। ऑब्वियसली विदर्भ बीइंग द वेल ऑइल्ड यूनिट, सब बोल रहे हैं कि विदर्भ अभी हॉट फेवरेट है इस मैच में।
देखिए ये ईडन गार्डन में नहीं हो रहा है ये मैच, सो वी डोंट
यस,
नो।
ज्यादा फुल हो।
सो हाँ, सो वहाँ का विकेट कैसा होगा वी डोंट नो। एंड बैटिंग फर्स्ट विकेट है, चेजिंग इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट आई थिंक। या चेजिंग टीम, चेजिंग ग्राउंड है, सॉरी, चेजिंग
हाँ,
ग्राउंड है। चार चार लास्ट टाइम जब खेलते थे 4 बार जीते थे चेजिंग टीम 5 में से। सो टॉस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट आई गेस।
टॉस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। वी आर बैक टू टी20 वर्ल्ड कप इन दुबई। टॉस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। बट जितेश शर्मा, विदर्भ से अगर जब भी बात करते हैं जितेश शर्मा का नाम आता है। अभिनंदन, हाउ इम्प्रेस्ड हैव यू बीन विद जितेश दिस सीजन?
Awesome. I mean, the best part or what we look forward to as a domestic enthusiast is कि जो player IPL में अच्छे perform कर चुके हैं, how will they perform coming season, right?
राइट,
He's taken that level of confidence, and I think that performance, that 50 odd he scored as coming in the death overs, forgot the team name, but जो performance था, that was another level, I think. उसके बाद it's now about focusing on how he can do it in the bigger stage. That's in the knockout
राइट,
stage. छत्तीसगढ़, हाँ मैं मानता हूँ कि बॉलिंग में स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट इज गुड. द पेसर्स हैवंट बीन मच of a help as of now, but then weaker teams are spirited when they come to knockouts. All they want is they have nothing to lose now. So
राइट।
iske they can't take Vidarbha lightly, and I think Jitesh Sharma is going to be the key player if Vidarbha has to advance.
Of course, and I am rating Jitesh Sharma's contribution this season very highly, because अगर आप छत्तीसगढ़ से शशांक सिंह को देखें, आईपीएल खेले हुए एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर है, ही इज इन हिज 30s नाउ, बट दिस सीजन ही हैजंट बीन एबल टू कंट्रीब्यूट मच विद द बैट फॉर छत्तीसगढ़। ऑफ कोर्स विल टॉक अबाउट अमनदीप खरे एंड हरप्रीत सिंह बीइंग देयर स्टार बैटर्स, बट इस सीजन शशांक सिंह बहुत अंडरवेलमिंग रहे। 18, 9, 14 टक, मतलब व्हेन यू प्ले आईपीएल यू ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्ट टू perform at least in Syed Mushtaq Ali trophies or Vijay Hazare trophies. But coming to Amandeep Khare and Harpreet Singh, of course, Abhinandan, you have followed Chhattisgarh very closely. How good have been Amandeep and Harpreet this season?
So I'll tell you one story why I started following छत्तीसगढ़. अमनदीप खरे को एक बार राहुल द्रविड़ ने बहुत ज्यादा रेट किया था. He was one of the players जिन्हें फाउंडेशन जो एक आई थिंक एक अंडर 19 और सम लेवल फाउंडेशन हो रहा था, डोमेस्टिक फाउंडेशन, जिसमें राहुल द्रविड़ वाज सपोज टू ट्रेन और select a few notables from, especially from the smaller states or smaller teams.
Right.
तो उसमें
Right.
छत्तीसगढ़ से आई थिंक अभी अमनदीप खरे को द्रविड़ ने खुद ने रेट किया था, and since then I started following him. He is one of the only players who has an average of about 45 across formats. Rinku Singh is the another one, and Amandeep Khare. The only problem I feel he has is he's playing an anchor role. अगर आप इतने ही अब you have that kind of numbers to back you up, why not try,
Right.
going out of your way, uh, you know hit it out. If हाँ fail हुए, but अगर hit हुए, you can come to notice. I think that's something
Right.
he started doing. I think he came as an opener this समय, and try to maneuver a bit of his technique around, which is what I liked about Harpreet. I hope his name is pronounced correctly, because this is the thing that
Harpreet,
happened when
yes.
he was actually chosen for IPL. His name confusion, a namesake was given the contract, not him. Something of that sort was happened.
He's the
And
captain,
Yeah,
Chhattisgarh
he's the
captain.
captain.
Yeah.
He's a Mr. Dependable. I mean, अगर आप छत्तीसगढ़ का कोई भी मैच आप देखो जहां वो जीते हैं और हरप्रीत सिंह का कोई ना कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं रहा है, लेट मी नो. आई मीन
49,
वैसा
60
मैच
had
रहा ही
beaten 13 and 47.
या
आप
So
पिच
I
भी
think
देखिए,
that's
लखनऊ का पिच वेरी हार्ड दिस टाइम.
Very hard to
yeah.
very bad
So I
to
think
bat
इन
on.
दोनों
But
पे ही रहेगा.
हाँ बोलो.
नहीं, आई वाज जस्ट सेइंग कि इन दोनों पे ही रहेगा दारोमदार. बट अगर मैं छत्तीसगढ़ की तरफ से कुछ बोलूं, आई थिंक दे पेस अटैक. There's one guy. Let me just. I have actually noted down his name. Give me a second.
If you are talking about their
Uh,
pace attack, then of course there have been some good performances.
Not exactly in the topmost, but there's one 19-year-old guy who's there in their squad. I am unable to find his name. I had actually noted down that name. I'll get back to you on that. You guys can carry on a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go to Kaushik. Kaushik, of course विदर्भ के लिए हमने बात की जितेश शर्मा की, but of course अगर तुम्हारे पास आऊं मैं तो जिते अतर साइडे है, who has been like scoring runs for them for most of the seasons now, but तुम्हारे लिए कौन से players, the guys who will be key for विदर्भ against छत्तीसगढ़?
अथर ताइडे तो ही विल बी देयर हमेशा से, एंड जितेश शर्मा ऑब्वियसली. एंड इस पिच मतलब अच्छी होनी चाहिए क्योंकि चेजिंग ग्राउंड है. रिकॉर्ड जो बोलता है
Right.
वी डोंट नो, ऑब्वियसली बहुत साल हो गए वो टूर्नामेंट हुआ, तो वी डोंट नो मच अबाउट इट. बट वो अच्छी बैटिंग होनी चाहिए. लखनऊ से थोड़ा डिफरेंट होगा तो छत्तीसगढ़ का भी अच्छा चांस है. सो वी नीड अथर ताइडे का वो एग्रेसिव जो 30-40 जो भी होता है, वो बड़े इनिंग्स खेलते नहीं है, लेकिन I want him to
Right.
play lamba innings, so he's one of the players. And all the spinners, I think Sarvate is king of flat decks,
Sarvate, yes.
जो रणजी में बोले जाते हैं उनको. So वो भी important player, and their pace attack, variation, pace है, variety है, wicket ले रहे हैं, और क्या चाहिए आपको. So their pace attack
Of
also
course,
बहुत ही important.
उमेश यादव जब से आया है वापस, he has been among wickets. Mohsin, उमेश यादव rejuvenation in white ball cricket, how impressive has it been?
Yeah, at one point I thought Umesh Yadav is done with. Like this guy might not come back. But the way he bowled in the last IPL, he was swinging the ball with pace. That's something that's really rare. Like we have bowlers
Right.
like Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Arshdeep Singh. They do swing the ball up front. They swing
Right.
more, but Umesh Yadav does it with the pace. And when you swing the ball, a new ball with pace, I don't think there are many batters in the world who can like play such a bowler comfortably. So his has been a redemption in a red ball, in white ball. Sorry,
Right.
red ball. We knew that this guy can come in and get wickets in Indian pitch. He has done quite well in tests. But with the white ball, we always thought he is that guy who bowls wrong lines and gets hit here and there. But now he has like improved his lines and lengths, and I think he also needs to be used with a new ball. Like you use somebody like
Right.
Deepak Chair. despite he having pace. But I think he can be used 3 overs up front and one somewhere in the middle or something. He also has the
Right.
problem, like he leaks a lot of runs at the death that we saw when he was bowling for Kolkata Knight Riders. So I
Right.
think I don't know his numbers, what he has done so far in the Saeed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, but
Mhm.
knowing what his caliber, how good a bowler he is, he's going to be a vital part of this match as well. If he gets his team a couple of wickets up front, and then the game will open up, that the rest of the batters will have that in mind, that Umesh Yadav is coming in and he's ripping us. The pace factor is always there. No matter what people tell you that it's
True.
easy to hit pace, especially in the domestic. I will tell you, I saw some videos of Umran Malik bowling in the Saeed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. Those
Mhm.
batters, man, seriously, they had no idea how to play. But then, if you miss your lines, you will get hit. That's one thing about the
Right.
pace. But if you are straight, if you are into the wickets, you're always going to be very dangerous for the opposition.
Right. 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 Quick word on Darshan Nalkande as well. Uh, Abhinandan, I'll come to you. Umesh Yadav, of course, will be the key bowler for the that without pace attack, but Darshan has been impressive this season.
Yeah. So I think Darshan, I've been following him since last 3 years. I was disappointed at KXIP or BBKS did not give him much of the games. He's one of the, I would say, the rising prospects. One of those folks who has pace and can swing the ball. I'm definitely looking forward to his performances, and he's done. He's been among the wickets this time. I think Umesh has
Right.
done more of a containment job, and Darshan is the one who's
Mhm.
been lucky to have the company of Umesh holding one end and he's taking up the wickets. I think that's where I felt, that's where I mentioned earlier with the Chhattisgarh also. It's gonna be very important for Amandeep Khare. This particular
Mhm.
game has three. I mean, with I would say three such pacers one is of course playing for India. One is a big name for them. But the other two are good prospects. Yash Thakur is also one of the very good prospects.
Yes.
I mean, he balls hard length and
Mhm.
his one change having a one change of that kind of caliber, it's very difficult to find in domestic level. So having three pacers, if one of these two batters in Chhattisgarh end up scoring anything above 50, they have shown what they can do. And
Right.
I think even the IPL teams or the scouts will be noting their performances going forward. And
Right.
I know I missed, I mean, I left it in the between, but Mayank Yadav, he's a 19-year-old
Mhm.
old. I don't expect him to break havoc, but he has a
Mhm.
very dangerous breaker. And Vidarbha's team is more about attacking. If someone of that caliber who knows to swing the ball, who's nippy,
Right.
a 19-year-old that too, why not bring him into the setup and try to just create that confusion?
Absolutely, and yes, you made some great points there. But of course, without Chhattisgarh, without entering this tie as the hot favorites to win this match, given the
Yes.
balance and experience they have. Let's quickly. We are already short on time, so let's quickly move on to Kerala versus Saurashtra. Again, this is going to be the match of the week, match
Yeah.
of the game week, I would say. When you look at that Kerala batting unit, Kaushik, Vishnu Vinod, Rohan Kunumal, Sanju Samson, Sachin Baby, Azharuddin, it can
Very, very
cause
much. And
devastation.
yes, their batting is very heavy, and they have some match winners down there who can play some useful cameos like Sijomon Joseph. We have seen what he has done
Yeah.
last time in Vijay Hazare with Vishnu Vinod,
Mhm.
and someone like the debutant this season, Abdul Basit. So this guy,
Yes.
everyone can tonk it hard, and Rohan Kunumal, who means he will not वो रोकेगा नहीं, वो जितना भी प्रेशर हो, he will continue to play his shot. So बहुत ही हैवी लाइनअप है, बैटिंग भी बॉलिंग भी, स्पिन तो भाई स्पिन तो बोलो ही मत, मतलब और पेस अटैक भी बहुत ही अच्छा है, मतलब
Vaishak Chandran कौन है इस सीजन 6 मैचेस 12 विकेट अभिनंदन कौशिक और इवन Mohsin, do you have more information on this particular off spinner tipped as a mystery spinner as well?
I saw a couple of tweets from Lalit Kalidas. He's a journalist
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
Sports Star. He was
Mhm.
saying this bowler is someone who we can look forward to. Somebody like Varun Chakravarti or something. I have not
Right.
seen him. I have not heard much of him. But looking at his numbers and what Lalit has said, I think this can be one of those upcoming bowlers. Like I was yesterday looking at Sikandar Azar's bowling. The guy has all the variations, and you never know what he
Right.
bowls. I think those kind of bowlers are going to be more and more useful in the T20s in upcoming days. You will see many more of youngsters trying to do this, because in the past nobody would know there would be a spinner who can do all of this, like the Ajanta Mendes type of bowlers.
Right.
There
Right.
weren't many, but I think in Indian domestic circuit as well, there might be a few coming, and this name is one of them, I guess. That
But
that I
and
haven't
and
heard much of him, but looking at
yeah,
what his numbers, this is what I think.
See,
of
out of
course,
12
Abhin,
wickets, out of 12 wickets he got, 4 wickets came in power play, and in those 4 wickets, 3 came against Karnataka in his debut. In his debut, 3 power play wickets came against Karnataka, the heavy top
very
side.
impressive.
Uh,
Yes, he dismissed
and
all four of them.
yes, yes. And
Yeah,
he bowls in the power play, he bowls in the middle overs, and he has bowled in the death as well. So that is a very exciting player. So we need to watch
very
more.
impressive.
So
Very
I did
impressive.
have a word with. I did have a word with Lalit on this, and he said
Mhm.
that one of his correspondent were covering it, and he was updating it in the on the Twitter. Though he hasn't seen it, but the way his correspondent was describing Veshak, he was bamboozled. I mean, beating four of the top order of Karnataka that has Mayank Agarwal, Manish Pandey, and
Devdutt Padikkal.
uh, yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, absolutely a prospect to look forward to. Probably we all will be glued to the TV if it is coming on live. I don't know if it is, but if it is coming on live, yes, that's a person I'm going to look forward to. And for Kerala, I think personally speaking, they have been building a good team since the past 2 3 years. Match. They've underperformed in terms of where they have reached. Anything less than
Mhm.
final this time, I would say they have underperformed in this tournament.
Right.
They have a team to win the cup. The only I would say, yeah, luck favors in the final, and those factors come into picture. That's why I would not rate. I mean, I won't say that they should win it, but yeah, if they don't reach finals, it will be a very disappointing stuff.
Absolutely. I'll give 2 minutes to Kaushik here. Kaushik, Vaishak versus Samarth Vyas. How exciting it is going to be? Of course, Cheteshwar Pujara is there at the top as well.
I would say Sijomon Joseph should start against Cheteshwar Pujara because he's the left
Uh,
arm spinner and he has been overshadowed by Vaishak Chandran. He's also got 9 wickets. So he has actually started in the power play as well. So he's the first change basically, but he should start in my opinion. That then you bring in Vaishak Chandran against Saman Vyas because he will coming be one down. So that will be very interesting contest. That's a very interesting. This is a fixture of the yeah. You are right. This is a fixture of
Yeah,
this
give me.
pre-quarterfinals.
Absolutely. We'll not deep dive into the Saurashtra side because we did already with Joydita in our previous show as well. So you guys can go behind and check that out because we did a deep dive. We discussed all the players, key players, what their form is like heading into this pre-quarters. But I'll quickly take your predictions on all these three matches before I go to Mohsin for his Jammu Kashmir IPL trials update. Kaushik, starting from you, Punjab versus Haryana.
I'm going with Punjab. And
Abhinandan,
Punjab looks, yeah. Though I'm Haryana fan.
Punjab. Punjab, though he's a Haryana fan. Mohsin, Punjab versus Haryana.
I've always been the guy who chooses the team that nobody does, so I will go with Haryana.
Haryana, okay. Vidarbh versus Chhattisgarh. This time I'll start with Mohsin so that he doesn't get that chance.
I think Chhattisgarh is a very good team, but with a might overpower.
Vidarbh. Vidarbh. Abhinandan,
This time my heart says Chhattisgarh.
Chhattisgarh. Oh,
Vidarbh,
that's a big call. Kaushik,
Vidarbh.
Vidarbh. Kerala versus Saurashtra. I'll start with Abhinandan this time.
Kerala, no doubt.
Kerala. And Kaushik,
Kerala.
Kerala.
Again,
Mohsin,
guys, I have to go with
he's
Saurashtra,
going
but
with
I
Saurashtra. He's
personally
going
think
with
that
Saurashtra.
Saurashtra has it got in them that they can defeat Kerala. Although Kerala is a very strong opposition.
Right, right.
I
Mohsin,
think the
I'll yes.
bowling is going to be the key for Kerala. Sorry to interrupt,
Right.
Subhu, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to say
Of course, and I'll quickly move to Mohsin here. We are very short of time. Mohsin, 5 players have been called up for IPL trials from Jammu Kashmir. Exciting time for Jammu Kashmir. Umran Malik has suddenly given that sort of exposure to their team. Opener Shubham Khajuria, Jihad Magre, pace attack Shahrukh Dar, Mustafa Yusuf, all-rounder Abid Mushtaq. What's your update there?
I feel myself. It's really a proud moment seeing like players from Jammu and Kashmir getting some kind of recognition. Although it's nothing, I believe IPL trials is nothing. But still, when you go there, you see they are best of the talents called to the IPL
Right.
trials. So when you play with them, when you see how they are doing, if nothing, it gives you exposure. So this call up, it was largely because a camp was here held by Delhi Capitals. They came here at Srinagar and they took a look
Okay.
at what kind of players maybe I think they were impressed by how Umran did in the IPL and they want to get more kind of pacers from Jammu and Kashmir. But honestly
Mhm.
speaking, they aren't Umran kind of bowlers. And even if they had to do that, they needed to get a open trial or something. They had called the players from domestic arena. That was a good step. I don't question that. But the thing is that they shortlisted some players from the camp, and it wasn't just based on the camp performance, but they also took note of what they did in the Saeed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. A senior campaigner, Shubham Khujiria, he has been there
Mhm.
for like I guess for a decade. Last decade, he has been playing for Jammu and Kashmir in all the three formats. But this guy never got this kind of recognition. He has played for, although he has played for India under 19 in the past, but he performed well this Saeed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. He made 85 against Arunachal Pradesh and made some cameos like 14 ball 36, 20 ball 42 in other matches. So his performance
Mhm.
got noticed. Not just Delhi Capitals have called him, but three other franchises have also called him for the trials, including Rajasthan Royals, Mumbai Indians, and Chennai Super Kings. So he will be going to all these four franchises, and they will check if this guy can be bought in. Apart from him, there's Mujtaba Yusuf. Mujtaba Yusuf, the name you all
Mhm.
might have heard. Kaushik
Yes.
knows more
Yes.
because he has seen him. This guy comes in, swings the ball both ways. I think he's one of the best swing bowlers in the Indian domestic arena. You guys might
Wow.
say that I'm from Jammu and Kashmir, that's why I'm boasting him.
No, no,
He
no.
has been my teammate also. But the thing here is, you check his numbers with the new ball and compare it with the rest of the bowlers. He bowls really well and gets those wickets up front. But the problem with him has been the death bowling. He hasn't been able to stop the runs or take wickets at the
Mhm.
death. So I think he is again he's someone like Deepak Chahar who can be used up front, 3 4 overs or 4 overs, get done with him. So I think he was this close to getting an IPL contract last year because his name came up in the auction 3 times. Like 3 times he was recalled. This time
Right.
he bowled well with the new ball, so I think he might this time get a nod. He has not just received a call from Delhi Capitals, but Mumbai Indians have also called him, so they will also take a look at him. They were checking him last year also. So these are the two guys, and then there's Shahrukh Dar. Shahrukh Dar, I had done a
Yes,
feature on him, like
I'll ask a specific question on him, on Shahrukh Dar. He has
huh.
been rated as the second fastest bowler after Umran Malik, right?
Yeah, I he was quite fast, but I think not 150, but I think 135 to 140 he is. But the
Okay.
thing with him is he swings the ball. I was watching recently. He played in the here. There was a domestic tourney happening at Sher Kashmir Stadium, and he was bowling really well. He was hitting the right
Right.
lengths and troubling the batters. So this guy can also be like surprise many franchisees, because it's really unfortunate that this guy hasn't played many cricket for Jammu and Kashmir. He wasn't even picked for Saeed Mushtaq Ali Trophy recently. I don't know what the reasons are, but this guy is someone we should look forward to. And who else was there? Jihad Magre. You might not have heard his name
Yes.
because he hasn't played for. He has even
Mhm.
played Ranji
Yes,
Trophy,
played.
but
Yes, played.
hasn't been in the recognition. But this guy is a
Mhm.
left-handed opening batter who can go hard from ball one. But the problem with him is like
Mhm.
he needs to settle down a bit on crease sometimes because he goes rash. But still, prospect is, franchises can take a note of him. And lastly, Abid Mushtaq. Guys, you can note down his name. I'm telling you, if this guy doesn't play IPL next 2 years, I might stop doing what I'm doing, because check his numbers. He bowls.
Uh-huh.
I call him. I call him the Ravindra Jadeja 2.0, because he bowls those
Oh.
quick deliveries and finishes his overs and nothing, and doesn't give anything away to the bowlers, to the batters. Sorry. He keeps it tight and takes wickets. He has the dearth of taking wickets. He comes in and takes wickets. no matter who the even he took 2 wickets on consecutive balls against Karnataka. You know that how strong a team they have. So I think if you tell me who among these 5 players have the chances of getting an IPL contract this year, it is Abid Mushtaq and Mustafa Yusuf.
Wow. Wow. So watch out for Abid Mushtaq. That was the update from
Yes.
Mohsin Kamal. But yes, we are very short on time. I'm running. We are out of time actually. But yes, let's wrap this session up. We had a few questions to take up, but we'll take those tomorrow when we talk about a few things, more IPL trial players and more about the pre-quarters and quarterfinals as well. But for now, we'll have to wrap this session up. But thank you so much, Abhinandan, Kaushik, and Mohsin for joining in. And it's been a great session with you guys.
Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you.